Hey Alpha fam, welcome back to another episode of Alpha Commission. Today on Alpha Commission, I'm going to just go over some of the levels that we talked about yesterday. If you do want to look at the macro, please do check out the last two episodes. They did go into a lot of detail there, but let's just jump straight over to the charts. As you can see, we are on the 6 hour on BTC, and we have just pushed back down to that measured move line off of that head and shoulders that we've been talking about for a couple weeks. Now, we did have the falling wedge play out. Of course, you can see that falling wedge, more or less like this. And then we did have a measured move. Simply, we weren't able to grab that area to continue onward. We did get a rejection there, but the measured move did play out. And unfortunately, it also created the right shoulder for this head and shoulders, which then had that measured move, which I told you about a couple weeks in advance, which could bring us down to that $26,000 to $25,000 area. Here we're holding support, which we do have this nice kind of a platform right here. If we check out this wick, of course, we do have this wick way over here, and we do have some contact here, 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 and then again, some more contact. So we are creating support out of this level, and personally, I'm not too bearish at the moment, guys. Jackson Hole, Wyoming does occur tomorrow with the federal chairman Powell. Now, I think this may end up being a nothing burger, maybe some type of, fake out or something like that. But I really don't see what he could do to the market right now. He seems to have used up all of his ammo. So at the moment, I'm not looking down. Simply, we have to be aware that if we do lose 24,750, that we do have a significant distance that we could fall to that 20 to perhaps 23, $24,000 range, and we're just going to have to play it by ear as that tumble happens, depending on what actually causes that, right? What the cause of it is. Now, since we are currently at support, I'm not too worried. We did finish the measured move for that fairly large pattern. And so I would expect some type of reaction bounce to perhaps grab this liquidity up here around 27,250, maybe even 27,500. And then again, we can play it by ear should we get higher than that. But we do have to go sideways in order to kind of run out the clock if we don't want just to have another drive down. So tomorrow will definitely be critical. But personally, I'm not going to take any strong position the way that some people are very bearish. Now, if we do look at the 6 hour that I had set up in the last episode, you can see that that pool was quite deep, and we did, in fact, re-enter the pool like I suggested was likely. And of course, we found support at that daily level that I marked out. And so that just hit almost to the dollar accuracy, Alpha Fam. So if you did take that trade to the downside, then you are absolutely killing it. Guys, we do have an update that I did post in the group, and we did wick down to the bottom of that pool on the 6 hour. And now here is our current pool, which is razor thin. So the 6 hour is getting thinner and thinner and thinner, just showing just how important the support is here. And that bottom is going to be 25,938 under there. Perhaps we're going to check out our range lows, maybe to that $25,000 level, more towards the lower end there, guys. But if we do want to just recover securely, then we do have to get out of this bearish control zone, and that would put us above 26,058, and preferably reconquer that neutral point of control at 26,531. Bulls don't gain control until 27,300. Just again emphasizing that if we do have a mean reaction to the upside, that again we have to get above that 27,250 just to have a chance to continue on. And of course, this is just the 6 hour. If we do take a look at that daily chart that I showed you yesterday, of course, we did now fill that pool. We are being held up by that volatility pivot, so it is time for an update. And you can see the volatility pivot more or less has stayed the same, but the pool has now risen. And so we are in danger of losing the pool, losing the pivot, and that could have us easily check back to the bearish control zone down here around 24,871. Now, on a wick basis, that wouldn't be so bad if we did something like this, right, and then came back up and then got our mean reversion. that could in fact put in some type of divergences, perhaps bullish divergences on our RSI. So we are going to be watching this closely if we do lose the support at the close of the day in about 5.5 hours. Again, we can just take a look to see where there might be some liquidity, and you can see we could get some type of bounce up to 26,250 and then try again, or we could again just pop up here. If we just go to the day chart, because I'm still on the 6 hour, you can see that our neutral point of control is around here at 28,000. So again, 28,000 is really the number that we do have to capture, but we could dip as low as 24,871 before we have to make some very serious decisions. Again, our low is here at 24,765. So if we do get a scary dip, we could still have a bullish divergence off of this close here on the daily, on the 6 hour, on a couple different time frames that might give us an interesting boost, an interesting bullish divergence in the coming week. So guys, I'm just gonna wrap it up there. If we do want to just get super secure in our position on this chart, then on the daily we do have to close above 26,780. That will recapture the pivot and recapture the pool. Until then, we are at risk of retesting those lows, both on the 6 hour and on the daily. So just keep those key levels in your mind. That's your alpha for the day. Stay safe and happy trading.